Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where I'm working with you step by step through each of the ABRSM Theory Grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets and you can download those in US letter or A4 to accompany each step of this series to help you. You'll find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also find out about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time come exam day. So if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find it all there. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's always lots more to come, and please do share out the videos. And now we're going to carry on with the questions in the Grade 4 2018 Practice Paper B, and now we're moving on to question 5. So if you turn with me to page 14, we can crack on with that. So I'm hoping you've had a go of this, and now we'll work through this together and just check through those answers. It's much better to learn by your mistakes. It doesn't matter if it's wrong, just work in pencil and have another go. So we need to rewrite this melody and correctly beam the notes. We need to group these together. So we need to bear in mind what the key signature here is. The key signature is 6/8. Now this is duple compound time, so we need to show each group of 3 quaver beats, each dotted crotchet group, and that's how we need to beam them, because we need to show each unit value. There are 2 beats per bar and each one is a dotted crotchet. So before we get really sort of copying out and writing down, I'm just going to do the thinking. There's 1 quaver beat and a half. That makes the next half of the quaver, or the 8th note, and there's the third of the group. So 1, 2, 3 will be grouped together. 1, 2, 3 gives us the next group. Of course that won't be beamed because that's a crotchet or a quarter note on its own, but these 2 will, to show the remainder of that second beat of the bar. Here we have 1, 2, 3 quaver beats, 3 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, there's the second group of the bar, and again of course they won't be beamed because we can't change the note value of this by beaming it, but we can show that these 2 don't belong to this first beat, they belong to this second beat of the bar. So here we have 1, 2, 3, and then the tie takes us into the second group, 1, 2 and a half, 3 quaver beats. So we've nearly done all the thinking. 1, 2, 3 quaver beats, 1, 2, 3 quaver beats, and again of course that won't be beamed because that crotchet, that quarter note, must stay on its own, but we don't group those to this section here because that's the second beat of the bar, that's the first. So we've done all the thinking. Now I prefer to just get the note heads in place first of all, because I like to keep everything nicely aligned to the original. That way I know I'm going to have everything correctly spaced, and also I know I'm not going to run out of space. So I know everything's, and also I'm not going to get lost either. I've got enough to be thinking about without wondering which note I'm on if I've got sort of staggered notes and can't tell where I am in the original. So I'll worry about stems after, because we may also have to make some decisions about stems going up and down. As we group notes together, we're going to have to change some directions of the stems. And it's just easier to deal with one thing at a time, because if you try and do too much, I think you're asking for trouble. Definitely in my little brain, I need to do things one thing at a time, and then I know I'm not going to go wrong. So keep going with the blobs, nearly there. Blobs, of course, not really being the technical term. There we go, so we've got all the nuts and bolts in place. We've done all the thinking, now we've got to just decide. So I'm going to get the stems. Now here you can tell all these stems can stay going down. They fit together nicely. Use a ruler by all means. So make sure the dot shows. And so that one is going to be the semiquaver or 16th note, so we just show that by adding the little sort of kick there. That stays as it is. These stems can go up still because we're going to join those two together, and that shows beat 1, beat 2, and for the performer that's so much easier to read than where everything's individually stemmed. So 1, 2, 3, so we're going, all of these can go stems pointing upwards because we're going right up to the middle line, and I'm showing the general upward movement of the notes by just sort of giving a bit of a diagonal slant to the beam. So these two are semi-quavers or 16th note. That's a quaver, so that stays on its own. We don't cross over with the beam. And then these two are semi-quavers too. And then these two stems can come down. There we go. So now then these stems need to go up. This needs to join the group, and the middle line can go either way, so the stem will flip upwards to accommodate these other two. There's beat 1, and then again these stems must point up. This one can go either way, so that stem can flip up to accommodate these. So beam those together. This is a semiquaver, and then of course these must be tied as in the original. Last bar. So these stems are, this and this should technically go against each other. So this can go either way, this can go either way. This one should come up, this one should come down, and both are only one step away. So really it's a 50-50 split whether you put the stems up or down. Either way is fine. I think I'll go stems up. Either way is fine. And then these two stems can go up because they're both below the middle line, and then that can just come down as normal because that's not being joined, being a crotchet or a quarter note. There we go. So we've already done the thinking for this, because really you need to know whether you're in simple or compound time before you even start. So we know already that it's in compound time because that's the way we've grouped it, and there are 2 beats per bar, so we know that it's in duple time. That's that question completed. Let's move on to the next one. So now we're rewriting some bass clef notes, but we're moving them into the alto clef, but we need to make sure that they stay at the same pitch. And so the way to avoid jumping octaves as you jump clef is to keep middle C as your reference point. So here is middle C in the bass clef, here is middle C in the alto clef. And so here we can see that we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down from middle C. We're on the D below middle C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the space, 7 is the line. We need a ledger line, and that's the D below middle C. So here's the middle C line. We are on the C, D, E, F sharp above middle C. So C, D, E, F sharp above middle C, and that way we know we're not in the wrong octave just as we change clef. Next one. So now we're doing the same principle, but this time we're going from alto clef to treble clef. So here is middle C in the alto clef, middle C is at the bottom of the treble clef, so there's our reference point. So here we're on the C, B, A, G below middle C. So I'm just going to reposition that because we need it officially. C, B, A, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 below middle C. That's it. And so now let's see where we are here. So there's middle C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's just work out where we are. So here, that's the E, an octave plus above, an octave there. So here is the E above middle C. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. So we know that we're correct there. So let's count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So from middle C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're on the B flat above middle C. So there we go. That's soon done. I hope that's helped you to get these answers thoroughly cemented in your mind. I hope it's helping you with your studies. If you can give me a like, that would be really great. And please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. If you can give me a like, that would be super. And please do subscribe to my channel. There's lots more in store. Please also share out the videos. And please do visit sharonbill.com and browse around all the resource and information that's available there to help you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.